This is a video about how we make and install our interlocking stack stone column castings, which are fast and easy to use. In this video clip, I'm about to train a bunch of guys in the art of the wide realm of synthetic rock construction. We cover all methods of formulation and techniques for any rock or stone fabrication you might have in mind. In our training, we utilize such elements as the spa surround, or these two bubbler rocks, the one on the right being complete, the one on the left still being built. I also utilize this rock desk assembly in the training, along with a host of other things, such as this rocks that we have here that are unstained, along with the Ten Commandment waterfall that we have here. The diversity of the applications we serve is endless, and the best way for us to teach you is in a hands-on training class, either a group class like this one or a one-on-one class, just you and me. In the next 30 seconds, I'm just giving you a couple of clips to show you some of the diversity in the classes that we offer. For instance, this stacked stone panel system that we're just doing a demonstration of for the class, where we actually put it up and stain it. Our river rock panel system, which again we build and stain during the class. And then we also have this limestone, which is a whole different system that interlocks. Our little rock feature here that we're making during a class. Now, getting back to our stacked stone columns, which are here unstained, installed, and then we're going to stain them. And basically, we go through the coloring processes here, but then you're going to see a video now where we're actually putting the two halves together for purposes just demonstrating how easy it is in the class. Obviously, these get screwed together or get screwed to the substrate, and from here we're just basically going to want to show you how we cast and how we install these panels. So right now we've got the mold in front of us here, looking in the inside of it, and about ready to start a casting. So the first thing we're going to do is blow it out, which I'm doing here in the video, and getting the dust from this normal occurrence in the shop. Now I'm putting release agent on it so the casting comes out of the mold easily, and you're going to see a little close up here to see the sheen of the oil on the rubber. And from there we start mixing our fiber reinforced cement with the face coat. We're going to put the face coat in here now, as you're seeing. We brush that in real well to get it to capture the definition and detail of the casting, and again just completing that all throughout the whole casting. Now we're putting in a fiber reinforced mud that we start by doing the corner there at the base of the panel, and work our way up, and you're going to see me basically just mudding the sides. Obviously this side is on the left, and we're going to see the right side being mudded as well. So first thing is mud that, get it all pushed up in there. Once we've got the sides all completed, then we'll go on the flat base, which I'm doing now here, and basically we're looking at about a 1/2 inch thickness in our casting to have the structural soundness that we need for demolding and loading. And here's a little video of, I didn't wash the flange down when I cast this. It's a very bad casting. Still works, we're just going to have slag. Now I've ground that off in the mold just to show you what it should look like when you're casting it and you wash down the flange. Should be like that, so you don't have this problem what we're going to do now, where you're seeing me cutting the slag off. Now I'm just basically starting the process of demolding the casting from the mold, lifting up the side here so I can kind of pry it free. Take the hard mold off. Again, that just gives us the form of this column, where the rubber actually only gives us the texture. The rubber is very floppily dopply, and if you tried to stand it up on its own, it wouldn't. It just provides the texture. So again, taking off the two halves, the left side, the right side, leaving the one on the bottom because it's screwed to the table, which is screwed to the 4x4s. And at any rate, get the hard molds off. And then from there, you're going to start to see me peel the rubber off the sides. Now, mind you, after the sides are pulled off, I still have to pull the casting off of the bottom, which is laying horizontally. Usually we stand these up, and it's a lot easier to do, but I'm suffering from fibromyalgia here, where all my joints don't want to work real well. I'm limited on my range of motion, so I kind of tend to want to work up on a table. But here I'm looking at just getting the casting off of the rubber. It's stuck. It's bonded in a way of speaking, so it takes a little bit of prying to get that free. So just lifting it up, trying to put some wedges underneath it so I got a little room to pry that off. Not a real big deal here. It's not impossible to do. It's just a little bit of fun. So I've pretty much freed that up. Now I'm turning it to where you get a better view. I'm trying to turn the casting sideways on the mold so I can kind of just drop it down to the ground. And again, this process is a little sweeter when you're a little younger and more agile. But just going through now and trying to take that out of the mold, demold it. Notice all the slag on that tooth area there from not cleaning that when I casted it. The left side is all done because I ground it in the mold just to demonstrate how it should look. Oftentimes I'll run into timing issues where, you know, I'd rather do a casting in this manner and I don't. So that's the end result. Now I'm basically going to put the casting on a table that's got wheels so I can roll it out to the opening of the shop and grind off that slag. Alright, I've got the molds put back. I've just got them wheeled over here. I'd like them on a shelf, but I don't have any uprights in this little of a shop. But those are just sitting down. I could put this up and put it into the keyways here, but I don't need to. This rubber doesn't have a memory. I mean, if you folded it up and left it piled on the floor when you went to use it again, it would form fit. Where some rubbers don't do that. This is one that I don't worry about. So to keep the inside of the mold dust-free, kind of clean from working in the shop, I just leave them like that. These here are more of a stacked stone casting, and they're open. Could cover them with plastic, but I usually put plywood over them and just use them as a table. That's kind of the deal there. Okay, when I casted this, I didn't clean inside the mold where the rock stopped and then the flange began. So I've got some slag here, which a lot of you can just break off by hand, but there's a couple of tools that I'll use. One is a Dremel with a speed, variable speed, because this particular Dremel bit, if you have it real fast, it'll be too high RPM, and then when you go to stick it in, it'll go break. So we use this on low speed. That's a roto zip. This is another roto zip with a diamond blade. It's a bit fatter, and you just go in there and chase it. And then ultimately, if you're having a lot of extra slag, you can use a diamond blade. So I'm just going to real quick buzz this thing up and clean it. So now I've just brought the panel back into the shop, done grinding on it. Going to now go into the two pieces now, ready to install together. Here I'm going to put them together and strap them with a tie strap. And then as far as installing them on site here, you'll see the next process is to touch up that seam area for aesthetics. And, you know, basically it's just one of our texture mixes that we utilize. But once that's done and installed, like in this photo, we're basically going to stain it and seal it and have it complete. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. Bye.